Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. I am Oma. In this channel we share tutorials on how to crochet, fashion, how to sew, your craft and your basic DIYs. So if that sounds like something you're much more interested in, then make sure you're already subscribed to this channel and you put on your notification bell so you don't miss any of my amazing updates. So in this video we're actually going to be making this halter neck top that we are seeing here with a mesh from the under bust level, and they gain some beads. So this is the top here, and then I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this top. So let's get right into the video. So for this tutorial I'll be working with my 3.5mm hook, a pair of scissors, some yarns, my measuring tape, and of course some beads. So let's get into the video. So to begin guys, I'll just roll my yarn, make a slip knot, and make my chain. So I'm going to chain up. I'm going to chain 6 inches long. So I'm chaining 6 inches long, which is our foundation chain for this halter top that we are about to make. So the next thing that we are going to be doing is to chain 2, skip 2 chain spaces, insert your hook on the third one and make a double crochet stitch just like this. Then you make another double crochet stitch on the next chain. You do the same on the next chain and keep making double crochets until we get to the end of this row. So we are actually at the end of this row. What you will do next is to chain up 3 just like this. Flip your work over to the other side, then make a double crochet on the very first chain space, which is where you just finished making your 3 chains. Yes, then make a double crochet on the next chain space. Next you keep making your double crochets just like that until we get to the end of this row. I'll tell you what to do next. Right now we are almost at the end of this row, like second to the last chain space. So we just make a normal double crochet on the second to the last chain space. Then on the last space you're going to be making a treble crochet stitch. For the next row, chain up 3, make a double crochet stitch on the very first chain space, then keep making double crochet stitches from there on to the end of this row. From this stage, we'll just keep making increases at the edges of each row side by side. We just keep making increases and keep increasing in a triangular form until we get there. And right here I have my desired length, which is 12 inches. And that's below the bust level because you're making a crop top. And the next thing we are going to be doing is 2 double half crochets at the edges of this crop top back to the beginning part. So now to begin, chain 2, Then make a half double crochet stitch in that space. Move to the next chain space. Make 2 half double crochets in the next space, and over to the next one, 2 half double crochets again. So that's basically what we are going to be doing on this row. So that's basically what we're going to be doing, 2 double half crochets in each single space by the side till we get to the top of this crop top. So right now I have successfully completed my half double crochet stitches on these spaces, and I'm done doing that, and I'm at the top of this hat. So we're going to do exactly the same thing over to this other side of this top, and then I'll meet you guys and tell you what next to do. The sides of this top, because we'll be adding some spikes and some mesh. So what I'll be doing next is that I will actually chain up 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 2 is going to be serving as a double crochet stitch. This third one is going to serve as the edge where I will use to continue for the next row when I come up, while this last one is going to serve as the mid chain space, which is just here at the middle. So I'll just flip my work over to the other side, and I'll be making a double crochet on the next 2 chain spaces. This is 1, 2. So this second one is where we'll be making our double crochet stitch. You chain 1, skip 1 chain space, move to the second one, make another double crochet stitch, chain 1, skip 1 space, move to the next, make a double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, move to the next, make a double crochet. So this is basically what we are going to be doing. We're going to be repeating this pattern just to make a mesh around this this sleeve area from the neck down to that down part. So this is what I'll be doing, and I'll meet you guys at the end of this row. So guys, right now I've actually gotten to the end of that row. I've successfully made this mesh up from here down to here. So the next thing I'll be doing is that I'll be trying to make the spikes by this side, which is the last thing we're going to be doing for this side. So I'll just chain 1, flip my work around. I'm going to be making a slip stitch here, then chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I insert my hook at the very first chain here, make a slip stitch carefully, a slip stitch, and then make another slip stitch outside the spike. You see? So that's it. On the next space, I'll still make a slip stitch. I'm in that space now. Chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Insert your hook on the first one. Slip stitch again, and that's it. This is what I'm going to be doing on each of these spaces. It means 1 slip stitch, chain up 4, slip stitch at the middle, slip stitch again, you move to the next, just like that. That's exactly the pattern I'm going to be repeating for this area to be able to get those spikes by the side. So guys, I'm actually at the end of this row. I just stopped here now, and then I will use my scissors to cut here, because that's the end of what I have to do here. And then I pull. I would also make a knot here so my project doesn't lose by mistake later. Always learn to seal up your ends when you're crocheting so your work doesn't lose, because that wouldn't be nice. And I'll still hiding these things back into these places so it doesn't show. So this is me trying to hide my leftover yarns so it doesn't loosen my work. So that's it. Now I've put up to the remaining excess strands. I'll just snap it off with my this side looks like. So we're going to be doing exactly what we did here over to this other side. So when I'm done doing this side, I'll meet you guys and I'll tell you what next to do. Okay guys, so right now I'm actually done making the spikes and the mesh design on the other side. So right now it's complete over here. I'm making some mesh down here. So that's the next step to what we are going to be doing. So let me just, you know, get my yarn and then we'll continue. So right here is our remaining yarn. So we're making our mesh here. We'll just roll this yarn over my hand like this, and then we will be making a mesh like I said. So I'll just flip my work over to the other side. We're starting from here. So I'll just insert my hook on this very first chain space. So on this very first chain space, we will insert our yarn like this, yarn over, pull, then chain one, pull the yarn very well so it doesn't loosen out or fall out. Then we'll chain 16. 1 2 3 4 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So now we have 16 chains. The next thing we'll do is that we'll count 8 spaces. We'll skip 8 chain spaces. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So now we insert our hook on this 8 chain space here, and then you make a slip stitch just like this. You will make another 16 chains. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So next we will skip 8 chain spaces. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Insert your hook here and make a slip stitch, chain up 16 again. So this is the pattern we'll be actually be repeating until we get to the end of this row. So I'll meet you here and I'll tell you what next to do. Okay, so actually I'm at the end of this row, and this one didn't actually enter for the 8 spaces. I just made 12 all together because I will come back here to show you what I will do. So now I'm making slip stitches back to this point, then I'll show you what to do. So you make slip stitches on the first 1 2 3 4 5 6 on the first 6 chain space 6 3. Chain space. The next thing I will do is to chain 16 again. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16, and then I will insert my hook at the middle of this 16 chains, which is 8, or you can just simply put your hook like this, try to drag it so you can locate the middle point, then you make a slip stitch and make the first chain for the next 16, so it's tight. Okay, so you can also be doing that this way if you don't want to start counting the chains, which actually takes time. If you can do that, and accurate, you can actually do that. But for me, I'll be doing this because you have to go in. 1, 2, 3, I'll be affixing these white beads to the ends of this mesh to form a tassel with this bead. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So we're going to be working with 10 white beads, which we'll be fixing into this area. So that's what I'll be doing now, and I'll show you guys how to do that. So actually, for this particular stage of our work, we'll be working with our 3.0 millimeter because it will be easier to pass through, because our 3.5 can actually pass through it easily. So I'll just pick up my hand and then try to pass it through this bead. Just like this. So pull to the extreme end, then you will make a slip stitch. So I actually have to shift a little bit from the yarn so that we will have something to use and tie up. This time around, you hold everything up. This through this ending part of the mesh just to seal this strap, so it will not be showing that this is where we inserted this bead from. So just try and hide this end before you cut it off. I think that's okay, so you can just cut it off with our scissors. And that's okay. Then you knot here, you just knot here and knot again, just to secure this bit so it doesn't fall out. Then you cut, and that's all. So now you can see what this will be looking like. This bead will help this mesh to stand more. So by the time we are done fixing this, I will show us what next to do. And this is what our work looks like. So right now I'm going to show you guys the next thing we should do, which is to fix the hands. at these two sides. So right now I'm trying to fix up the hands of this top, so that's actually the last thing we'll be doing and we'll be done. So to fix the hand, I'm actually going to be fixing the hand here at this point, and here and here. So to start, I'll just put my hook here, yarn over, pull through. It's supposed to be facing the back side so that the excess yarn will be able to hide it neatly. So I'm starting. So let's measure. So as you can see, I chained as long as 15 inches. Meanwhile, now that we are done, we are going to snap off that excess strand from here so our work can be made. So now you can see that it's very inexpensive. No one knows where we inserted the hook from or where we came it. So it's neat and it's okay that way. So now we will also make the second strap for this other hand, and I'll show you guys when I'm done. Guys, I'm actually done, and this is what our second strap looks like, or the finishing of this top. So I'm actually going to pass this through this. I'll show you guys how it's done or how it's placed. So it's just going to form an X strap like this. I will pattern this one over here and this one over here. So when we are done, our top will just be looking like this. You will pass this strap over these spaces. These gaps are where you'll be passing the strap. So now you see the excess of the mesh, right? Yes, so those mesh or those gaps are where you'll be passing your crochet from. So this other one, I'll do the same here. You pass it in to the next roll or the last roll of this other side. Whichever way you want to tie your own strap, you're just going to go X way. So this one goes this side and it will come out here at the end, just like this. This is what your top will be looking like when you are done. I guess you guys understand what I'm doing right now, right? So this is what it will be looking like. X, just like this. Then you knot the end at the back. When you're done wearing the top, you just knot it. So this is basically what our top looks like when you are done, and that's the end. So if you watched this video up to this hour, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Yes, you can also comment. If you have any questions whatsoever for me, please put your comment in the comment section and I will attend to that. And most importantly, subscribe so you don't miss my further updates. So guys, this is the finished look of our top, and this is what we have here. Look at the sides, designs, isn't it pretty? And this is the back view of what we have here. So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you like what you see here and you'd want to get yourself this, then send me a DM on my IG at Oma Crochets to place your order. That's where you'll be DMing me and I will make exactly this in any color of your choice for you. So like, share, subscribe. See you in my next video.